right, let's get into scripture. Today we are reading 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 3 through 4, and I'll get started. What matters is not your outer appearance, the styling of your hair, the jewelry you wear, the cut of your clothes, but your inner disposition. And what does this mean? For many women, getting dressed is a bit like painting a portrait. Can many of you relate? They put themselves together in a way that reflects how they want others to see them. Successful, confident, youthful, a bit of a rebel. Who you are within speaks much louder than what you wear without. As you allow God, through faith, to clothe your heart in love and compassion, you'll automatically become more attractive. You'll draw others towards you and God regardless of what you have on. All right. So, how many women out there take an hour to get ready? You have your makeup, your hair, what kind of jewelry you're going to wear, your clothes, and whatever else may come with it. So, how do you want others to really see you in spite of everything you do on the outside? Is how you look on the outside reflecting who you really are in your heart? I mean, you know, even though you try to look a certain way, you should try to be who you really are. Show, like this, the verse says, showing God's love. Let others see the real you and not who you think. That's the key there. Who you think they want to see. Not worrying about what others think. And that's what a lot of people have a problem with. You're better off showing God's love and compassion than worrying, which I just mentioned, about what others think, especially if you want to share God's love with others. Because as you worry about what others think, not only with your appearance, but you're going to act like you think they want you to act. Seeing God in you is more attractive than what's on the outside. So, it's like not being scared to show that you're a Christian. Let's put it that way. In some areas, or work, so maybe sometimes you feel at work that, and I'm not saying go around preaching, like if in your heart you're like, oh, I really just want to tell people all about you, which is good. Nothing wrong with that. But if you have like a limit, that you can still, without even saying the words, just be more kind towards others, more loving, generous, and that's showing God's love to them. You don't even have to really even say anything. Now, if you feel God has brought up a situation, like a perfect timing for you to witness to a coworker, if it's a coworker, I mean, it could even be somewhere in a store. I'm just using work as an example because it's usually work situations where, because that's where you are the most than you are in a store or wherever else. So as people just naturally see God in you, I mean, you don't even have to dress a certain way. You don't have to, just as scripture was saying, you just being generous to others, being more kind, even especially, and this is a hard one for a lot of people, especially if there's a disagreement. That's where people have to, and I'm not saying be a doormat. That's where people That's a conflicting situation. Because some people, they hear, oh, when they hear, oh, just walk away, don't get in an argument, they want to say, oh, well, you're saying I need to be a doormat? No, you don't have to be a doormat, but if you want to still say it, maybe nicely say it, or either just walk away for the time being to cool off, so you're not having a major argument. Oh, excuse me, something was in my face. So it doesn't mean being a doormat. It's just, if you're trying to portray God's love, arguing with people all the time is not the way to do it. But, like I said, it does not mean being a doormat. Christianity has been taken the wrong way. Everyone wants to think, especially non-believers, that just because they're Christians, they're going to just lay down and be a doormat. And that's not true. It's just that they're not going to stand there and argue with you over something that isn't necessary. They may come back once they're cooled off and just maybe better explain something, but refusing to get into an argument with you or whoever, I'm not meaning you personally, it's not meaning being a doormat. Now, if you just walk away and, oh, okay, don't say nothing, I'm just going to be scared, and you just refuse to stand up. Now, that's another thing. Standing up for what you believe or whatever it may be also doesn't mean doing it rudely. And I had to make that clear because, the subject is being clothed in God's love. And that's how you have to remember, okay, I'm clothed in God's love. I have to, that doesn't mean I can't stand up for what I believe or whatever the situation, whether it's a Christian situation, like the word or whatever it may be. It just means I'm not going to get in a battle with this other person. I will come cool off and I'll come back later and just nicely, and people will start to notice that about you and be like, you know what? There's something different about this person. She's not, or he, whoever, isn't arguing with me, but they're not being a doormat either. They're still standing up for what they believe, whatever that situation is, but they're not being a doormat. And that has really been taken the wrong way with Christians, is that just because they may believe a certain way, and when someone comes against it, they think they can just hound them, and they're not going to, come back at it, but not in a rude, it's taken with a different direction. Let's put it that way. So, that must have been a God thing, because I don't know where that came. I didn't have that planned. So that's just an example of showing God's love. There's many other areas, like with showing God's love. It's not just work, like I said. It's any family. And I don't mean just because they're family. So, I love you because you're family. I mean, it could be a family member that's a non-Christian. And maybe you're trying to witness to them or something, and you need to you're clothed in God's love. You need to show that to them and not try to hound them about it. And they will see that as your heart is clothed in God's love, you're showing God's love. And you can ask God to help you with that. Like if you're one who, and I'm not downing this, but if you're one who is like, you're going to stand up and you're going to just bark right back at somebody and you're going to just let them have it and stuff, you got to remember that. Your heart is clothed in God's love, and You gotta still stand up for what you believe in, but take a different approach, because that's what changes people's mind. They may not say nothing to you, but they see, so, and if you need prayer on this subject or on anything, you're welcome to put it in the comments, or if you have anything you want to share from your devotional, or anything. And also, if you want to keep any prayer personal, you can email me at faithministrydevotional@gmail.com. Thanks. Bye.